Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and I will be doing your reading for the period of August 21st to 31st. I apologize for not getting these up sooner. I had a lot of trouble with my camera. This is actually a different camera than what I usually use because the one I usually use stopped working and I had to borrow one to get your reading done. It actually, I tried to do your reading twice and the camera just quit working both times. So I'm so sorry that this has been such a slog, but I've just had to trust that Spirit wanted your reading to come out when it comes out and not necessarily when I was ready to do it. So without further ado, keep in mind this is a general reading. It will not apply to every single Cancer out there. If it resonates with you, then those are definitely your messages. If it does not resonate with you, then those are for another Cancer, and please leave those behind. This is going to address Cancer Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs. And cross-watchers for Cancer are also extremely welcome to hang out with us. So first I'm going to start by pulling a card from the Major Arcana Tarot and see what some of your major themes for this period of time will be. This is going to encompass the Sun's movement into Virgo and our new moon in Virgo that comes up on August 30th. And then I'm going to also pull a spirit animal card just to get your reading started out. So let's do the invocation. Dear guardians, dear guides, dear angels, beings of light, helpers and healers, I ask for your assistance and direction as I work on the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs of Cancer. This will be for August 21st through 31st. Please bring through messages that are accurate, clear, and for their highest good. Thank you. Alright, Cancer, so the Hierophant card is coming up in your reading first off. So this to me is all about spirituality. It's about spiritual connection, commitment, wisdom, deepening your spiritual growth and connection. So you may have a very serious outlook right now about your spiritual life and what you're committed to in that way. Next I'm going to pull up a spirit animal. We'll see which animal is coming up around you the closest right now. Ooh, the dolphin came out. So this is playfulness. It's joy. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom and going with the flow. So this tells you don't get too serious about things right now, Cancer, because the dolphin is a very playful creature. It's about joyfulness and enjoying being in the flow of life, and also taking time to be with friends or family that are helpful for you. So let's talk about your astrological influences for this period of the month and the year. We are moving from a huge amount of planets that were in Leo, and we're going into the much earthier, more grounded sign of Virgo. So you will notice the shift absolutely, because we have got a real pile up of planetary luminaries going into this Virgo sign. So it kind of starts on August 19th. That's when Mars moves into Virgo, which really changes people's energy and direction. The Sun goes into Virgo on August 23rd, which really changes our conscious mind and where we're, thinking and directed in our mind and our everyday activities. Venus goes into Virgo on August 22nd, which shifts our romantic intentions and our relationship intentions. Mercury goes into Virgo on August 30th, and on the same day we have the new moon starting in Virgo. So this next couple of weeks we're going to be on the waning moon. We're waning past that full moon, and we're going to be going towards the new moon cycle. So I would say that this last part of this month of August, Cancer, is all about purification. It's about cleansing. It's about healing. And the places that that's really occurring for you is going to be in the universal third house of Gemini. That's where this is going to play out. So it's the way that it works. I should do a little mini astrology class about this. The planet is what's acting, the sign it's in is how it's acting, and the house is where it's acting. So those planets are going to be acting like Virgo, and they're going to be playing out on that third house of Gemini. So what that adds up to you for is that you will be experiencing a lot of purification of your communication, your thoughts, your ideas. And I really believe that Cancer, this is going to have a lot to do with you kind of changing up your mindset and saying, you know what, if I've been telling myself negative thoughts, having bad feelings about myself, criticizing myself or others too much, I've got to change that. I've got to really start embracing a more positive, more compassionate way of looking at myself, whether it's choices you've made, things that you've gone through. It's like you have to get to peace with that and say, you know what, I'm fine, it's like there's nothing wrong with me at all, and I need to embrace the fact that my choices, whether they turned out for good or for bad, or they were difficult, doesn't make me any less and doesn't make me foolish or unworthy at all. So this is a huge shift of the mind, and it has a direct impact on your universal house of relationships, the 7th house, where all that Capricorn energy is working right now. And Cancer, y'all have been through a lot when it comes to relationships. I would say especially over the last year in particular, it's been very difficult. So it's like, even if you've tried to get into something new, it seems like it's hard for it to take off. If you've been in something long established, it's going to seem, like there's more challenge coming up now than in, the past that there ever was. And so you're going through some major change. Don't be, overwhelmed or like, what's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. This is just a natural process that, Saturn is throwing at you. And it really is a method in the madness, because what it will eventually do, it will really root out people that are for you and your best good, and the people that are not so much for you and your best good. So this is really a proving ground of a time for you in relationships. And also with Pluto moving through that house for you, I would say for the last 7 to 8 years, you could go back again to that period and see that there were definitely some challenges going on there. So I'm going to pull some astrology cards just around your universal chart to see what's coming up strongest around the strongest parts of the chart, which are the sun, moon, and rising. Get some extra advice and clarity on those points. Oh, wow. So Cancer, these are beautiful. So the sun is coming up with the fire element, which is desire. And of course, since the sun is very fiery and very solar, it's like this is really embracing action and what you really want for yourself. Whether it's, don't worry about it being about for someone else. This is really for you. What is it that you desire? What is it that you really want in your conscious mind? And so combined with that Virgo, it tells you not only what is it that you want, but how are you going to organize and make practical movements to get to that place that you want to be. So not only thinking about it and knowing what you want, but being willing to take some action. So the combination here with this 12th house, I'm going to combine that a little bit with the Virgo energy because we're getting so much of that. So this is all about Pisces realm. This is escape, this is imagination, this is the world of dreams, psychic intuitions, music, the arts, poetry. So part of you deep in your soul, because this is dealing with your moon and you're ruled by the moon, and the moon is the unconscious. So this is telling me that you kind of need a little bit of a retreat. You need to kind of back off a little bit, and then you're getting some extra Pisces energy. So not only are you getting the 12th house, which is Pisces house, but then you're getting the actual Pisces sign, which is the true believer. So this is coming into your rising element. So the rising is all about the way that you project yourself forward into the world and into the public. So, this is time to maybe embrace a little bit softer, more intuitive approach to the world right now, so that you can kind of really feel into what you want and need. So let's pull some tarot and let's see what comes up around this as well, to just get an idea of what you're facing this period of the year, Cancer. Okay, so definitely there is a slowing down right now. There's a methodical and practical moving forward, which I actually really like, because you're pretty worn out right now. You've been through a lot recently. There's been a real letting go of emotional things and ties. If there's been people that haven't been for your best good, you've had to really let them go. And sometimes it's very naturally happened. Here's that Eight of Cups crossed by the Eight of Swords. So this is definitely about letting go of something that hasn't really been for your best, and you really knew it, and you just let it drop away. You just let it drop away. You're moving past the drama. You're moving past the BS, anything that you're getting that isn't truthful and honest and for your best good. So here comes that Knight of Pentacles coming in. It's that slowing down. It's that methodical process forward, crossed by that Nine of Wands, which tells me that you've been probably burning the candle at both ends, working very hard, putting a lot of energy into something, and maybe feeling like it's not moving forward as fast as you want it to, Cancer. So don't worry about that. Just let it, you know, let it proceed at the pace that it's meant to. You really have to trust spirit here, and that is a message I've been getting, not just for a lot of signs, but also for myself. I've really been feeling that. It's like, be patient, don't rush, let things flow the way they're meant to flow, and if they don't flow the way you think they're supposed to, that means there's something better for you coming in. All right, so undercurrent, the things that you've got in your unconscious, which are very beautiful, Cancer, is a fresh new start. This, you know, Ace of Wands crossed by the Magician is absolutely source, divine, creator energy, which is absolutely beautiful. I truly, truly love that. It's telling me that you can recreate yourself from the inside out, and you definitely have the power to do so. And also, again, I love this because you had that dolphin and the playfulness. So here comes that trust card on the higher mind. Here's what your guides and your, you know, ancestors and your past and loved ones really want you to know, is to trust. It's to let go. That's that Pisces. I believe, I trust, I let the, you know, spirit work through me and for me, instead of feeling like I have to tell spirit how to work. So this is all about, you know, that trust and that movement towards trusting spirit. And it's also the Knight of Cups. So this is many times like new, good, emotional influences, spiritual influences coming into your life. Could be new love, could be new friendships, which is also wonderful. And crossing it is that playfulness card, Cancer. There's that playful dolphin spirit, you know, the Page of Wands, reminding you to be light, to have fun. You know, you've worked really hard. You've been trying so much, and it's like you deserve a little break. You deserve some time to just, you know, just to laugh and have a good time. So here comes that beautiful Queen of Wands coming into your immediate future. She's generous. She's abundant. She doesn't have to worry that if she gives too much of herself that she won't have enough for herself, because she gives from a place of never-ending abundance. It's crossed by the Mind card, which is that, you know, that Knight of Swords, which is really a toughie, because to me that's, oh, I'm sorry, that's not the Knight, that's the Page of Swords. So this is like those little nattering little thoughts that can kind of dig at you and eat at you. So I want you to just be aware of that whenever you feel like, oh, maybe I won't have enough, maybe I won't be enough. I want you to just pay attention to that and remember, that's the ego speaking, that's the mind speaking, that's not your true spirit, Cancer. Love this reading so far. So at the coming up the side, suggested approach, yet again, it's like embrace that abundance. Whether you actually feel like you have it or not right now, this is a great time to do that with the 10 of Pentacles coming in, because to me this is the ultimate abundance, the ultimate stability, security, everything falling into place. You having done all that hard work and then feeling the abundance coming in from that, the result of that work. Coming up next, this is what you need to know. Yet again, some more messages from beyond. This is that solar energy. This is the Sun card, reflected in the Osho Zen as innocence, which is that fresh new beginning. It's that very beautiful, very positive, you know, embraces the good side of, you know, healthy pride, healthy self-love. hopes and fears right now. This is a lot around relationship, like we talked about in your astrology chart and your general influences. You have barely gone through the ringer when it comes to love and partnership and friendship and relationship. So a lot of what you have that you're kind of like, oh my gosh, I hope that things get better, but I don't know if they will because they've been so hard. But to me, this is telling you, don't worry, don't invest too much worry into that. Actually, I'm going to clarify this Lovers card and just ask this couple questions. Just, can we please, Spirit, let's clarify the Lovers card for Cancer. Aha. And so here comes that spiritual guidance, that Three of Pentacles. This is a building energy. So I would say you're absolutely concerned about, am I going to build something and it's not going to go anywhere? But yet again, you have to trust Spirit. And look at the cards coming after that, Cancer. Oh, all those pentacles, all those pentacles. This is telling you, again, work on your own stability, work on trusting Spirit more, and don't worry so much up here, because you've got this. You've got that Queen of Pentacles, very stable, very grounded. And then the Page of Pentacles, which is like a new start to a new chapter in that stability. So absolutely, you're doing really well. Don't give in to worry and doubt too much here. And so then at the end, here's your Justice card. That's the major outcome, is that Libra energy. I love this. So Cancer, let's pull a card from the Mother Mary deck. I really love her because I feel her energy so strongly with the Virgo alignment that we've got coming up. And let's get you one last piece of advice. All right, so forgiveness. That's a beautiful card coming up. It says, I'm willing to release old resentment so that I may enjoy my life. And so this is what it's very much about. Anything that's been done to you, Cancer, anything that maybe you've done that hasn't been as nice as you would have liked it to be, times when you've gotten caught up in your own, worries or fears or given into anxiety, this is telling you, please forgive yourself, forgive others. Try to work past those old resentments, because that stuff is holding you back, and you've got some really beautiful new energy coming in. I think you've already done quite a bit of that, and it's just asking you to keep going, to keep taking that step. So those are your messages for this period of August 21st through 31st. I hope you have a wonderful end of August, Cancer. Take care.